Alright, what's up, boys and girls? We're with our Tarasco buddy, aka Leviathan, aka Conqueror and Commander on MTGO and YouTube. And yeah, so Tarasco cannot Skype in tonight because he's got family in the background, so we cannot do that tonight. We're playing against a Kami and a Risk the Redeem deck. We've got Heliod, the god of the sun. Pulling up to say hello and good luck. Our hand's pretty good. I'm just trolling him today because calling him he's whipped. Lash of the whip because his wife's name with him. Or because he doesn't want to record. Voice protocol. He's got a good hand, and I play Heliod. I love Heliod so much, but I've been getting totally schooled tonight. I've been getting owned by 5-color decks that just play like ramp and then huge threats, and Heliod just isn't really good for that purpose, and I'm just getting owned. I haven't been recording. I'm sure you'd all like to see that happen, but we're not. Alright. We can play. So we've got not a really bad hand, actually. I want to mind censor somebody, so I'm going to try. Thank you. That might be kind of foolish, but we'll see. Mind censor is pretty sweet. You get it off. You just own someone. But it doesn't happen all that often. But when it happens, it happens. Oh, and my opponents. Let's see what they're playing. So, he's playing Risk the Redeem. Risk the Redeem is this pretty sweet token deck. It's like what I wanted to make this deck originally. I wanted to make it a token deck, and I have gotten messages in my inbox saying that Risk the Redeem is just a better token deck. I probably agree it probably is a better token deck. But you get access to green Morali's Wake. Other green token things, so it's probably a lot better. And the deck kind of slightly evolved into a less of a token deck. And they're playing against Kami of the Crescent Moon, who is a mono blue deck. Oh, watch this. Even Mind Sensor, get there. Please get there. So Abe Mind Sensor is whenever opponent. Oh, I just stone rain my opponent. Oh my God. If an opponent would search the top a library, that player searches the top 4 cards instead. And I totally got him. Mind Sensor all over the place. Fortunately, my other opponent has Kami and is going to drop down. Give us free cards. So Kami tends to be a weird deck. He has Solar. He has Skullclap. He's fine. Don't feel bad. And Tarasco's playing, let's see, he's playing Prime Speaker Zagana. So I told him I do not like this card at all. Prime Speaker Zagana is just like Opportunity on a Commander. So I'm not a fan of that. It can actually be a lot better than Opportunity. So what does this card do? When it enters the battlefield with X +1/+1 counters, where X is the greatest power among other creatures you control. So if you have no other creatures, it comes with no other counters. And it enters the battlefield, draw cards equal to its power. So even if you just cast Prime Speaker, you draw a card no matter what. Alright, we're drawing cards, like it's our job. Apparently it is. So he screwed something up. What did he do? Maybe he should have played Azusa? I'm not really sure. Maybe his Mosswork Bridge? No. No. Sage that evolved from a 1/1. But he does have Island Walks, that's pretty good. Alright, well. We're just going to play the Aura of Silence. Aura of Silence hoses your opponents pretty bad. And we want to play Burgeoning, I see. Alright, well, made a mistake. It's fine. I make lots of mistakes when I play this game. But, we're drawing cards. We're all drawing tons of cards. So his Stone Rain is going to be the biggest deal. Because he's going to hit those land drops anyway. I'm not a big fan of Prime Speaker. It's just like a... I mean, his hand is not super Prime Speakery. But you play any creature and your opponent has to deal with it. Otherwise, Prime Speaker's going to drive them, 3, 4, 5 cards. And it's... I don't know. People say I'm a spike Magic player where I just like to win. But this card just doesn't sit well with me. I don't know why. It just seems so... Oh, look at that. I cost my opponent his whole turn to cast a Expedition map. It just doesn't sit well with me. I still don't like it. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a deck this at some point out of reluctance. So, people play Kami to play like a... I can't spell. They play Kami to play mono blue like cheap counters and boomerangs. They just like balance your permanents, and you draw extra cards and you have to discard them. But they just play Kami and counter spells. I've never really played a long game against Kami. If I've gotten away to negate their Kami-ness, they tend to just kind of like quit. Like if you can kill their Kami consistently, like they cast Kami, you like lightning bolt it. And then you draw a card, they don't. And then they recast it eventually, and you kill it again. They just like quit. They're just like, no, they can't deal with removal on Kami. But if they cast Kami and you don't deal with it, and they just like boomerang your permanents and they counter your spells, that can be a problem. Although even Mind Sensor is pretty good against Expedition map, and Tarrasco's going off with his lands. I can't keep track of this whole board. It's kind of crazy right now. His hand, I'll put it right next to Kami. What's up, Kami? The art on Kami it always baffled me as to what's going on there. Hallowed Burial. Alright. So we got 5 mana. Let's attack. No one has non-basic lands except for me and Tarrasco, so this Dust Bowl not need to exist. Let's play Heliod. Actually, I should have played it with that. Well, I played that wrong. I should have played Heliod out first. That would have been Vigilance, but I didn't. So whatever. Mistake plays are mistakes. All right, he's drawing an extra card. He's drawing 9 cards now. To 9 cards. Right. So if Skullclamp isn't threatened by my Aura of Silence, he can Expedition map. He'll probably hit an island if he goes for it right now. He doesn't have an extra land though. No. Don't Phantasmal Kami. Why would you do that? I wish Tarrasco was on the mic. We have epic exchanges, but alright. Rhys is going for the tokens here. To annoy me. He's discarding. Alright. Kami is doing his work. So I played Emiria because it comes to play tapped. I'd rather just... Didn't have a 5 mana spell besides Hollow Burial. I'm not going to Hollow Burial, all these creatures. I mean, I guess I would give both their generals. That is something of note, but Hollow Burial isn't something that's going to be on our side for most of this game unless Rhys wraths the board because Tarrasco's going off with all little dudes over there. I guess he could sack with Diamond Valley to prevent that, but his Gyre Sage is looking kind of sad right now. You ever notice Gyre Sage art has the Simic symbol in her hands? I always thought that's pretty cool. Alright. Kami's preordaining. Alright. Lurking Predators. It's a pretty good card. whenever opponent casts a spell, reveal top card if it's a creature put on the battlefield. That's a pretty powerful effect to have, and otherwise put in the bottom. So, if this card's really hard to deal with. He's got Rapid Hybridization, and he's got a Phantasmal Image and a Venter's Journal. So his deck is pretty well set up to be a draw all card with Prime Speaker / put big creatures into play. As you can see, is what his hand is doing. This card is just basically like a Vindicate, because, you know, if your creatures are all bigger than theirs, you're in good shape. Genesis. Alright, he's going to go for it. Maybe he'll miss. What do you think? Will he get it? Is he going to swords this in response? Why would you do that? That's not very good. Alright, well, I'm going to do this. I don't... What's going on here? Okay, well, I'd rather have him not have a Skull Clamp rather than me have a 3/3, so... Skull Clamp is a lot worse than a 3/3. Or a lot better. Well, he got his ghost. He got a Ghost Quarter. He got there. That was a weird exchange. I don't know what is going on here. No idea. I guess this puts it into his hand, so if he had did it on his turn, he would have lost a card. Because he's at 8 cards right now. It's a weird game. Alright. Tarrascal's going in with Island Walk. Maybe getting bounced. No, he's not. Well, he didn't get whatever land he wanted. He got whatever's on top of his deck, so that's fine with me. So next one we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Elspeth, man. I'm surprised he didn't just wait for his Arista to redeem. That seems weird. Maybe he has a better enchantment to play. Or an artifact. Gyre Sage getting evolved. So now he has Nature's Claim up. Alright. It's instant, right? Yes, it is. Get another land? No way. No way. Time for Elspeth. Yeah, definitely it's time for Elspeth. What's up, Brohan? What up? So Elspeth's a 6 mana cost planeswalker. 4 and 2 white. The +1 ability, put 3/1/1 white soldier creature tokens onto the battlefield. She starts with 4 loyalty. For -3, destroy all creatures to power 4 or greater. And that's pretty much what you can play right away. And then -7 is you can emblem with creatures you have control. Creatures you control have +2/+2/+2 and flying. Ooh, we can start copying that. It's pretty gross. So Elspeth's pretty awesome. I like this card a lot. It seems really hard to get through unless your opponent has flyers. If your opponent does not have flyers or tramplers, Elspeth's just a brick wall that you're going to ultimate. It is an ult. Well, yeah, he had 7 cards. I don't know why he played this as an instant. Maybe he thinks you're counterspell heavy. He might. So he played this Advent of the Worm, which puts a 5/5 green worm creature token with trample onto the battlefield. Oh, that's probably why he killed my Aura of Silence, because our opponent had Future Sight. Please kill, please kill, please kill, please kill. Future. Please kill. Kill it now. There's no reason to leave this card. Why did you not kill it? You have Gyre Sage. You have Gyre Sage and Nature's. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, I guess you forgot. It's fine. Yeah, that's okay. No big deal. So he forgot he could actually use this for mana and kill the future sight on his turn. He discarded Gather Specimens. I've cast this card like once or twice. It's a pretty big blowout, but yeah, you got a mana crypt. Elspeth's pretty sweet though. Like I was saying, they can't really get through Elspeth unless they have flyers or they have like Hero's Downfall or something of that nature. Advent of the Worm. So he didn't cast Advent of the Worm on like end step, probably because he's afraid of a counter spell. Oh, look at those little guys trying to rein in this worm with a Selesnya symbol. There it goes. Goodbye, Future Sight. We knew he was drawing. I forgot he was drawing, to be honest with you. What was he drawing? I forgot, honestly. It's been a long week. A lot of exams and papers and Muldrift, that's right. But yeah, it was fun. I'm playing with Tarasco. I wish I could talk to him. It would be pretty awesome, but we can't. Alchemist Refuge. I love this card. In a group hug deck, this card is the best. I have no idea what's casting right now. Maybe a Lurking Predators? I have no idea. Probably Lurking Predators. This Prime Speaker. Does he have to discard, though? Okay. I feel like he should have probably cast like Lurking Predators, maybe Venser's Journal. Venser seems so much cooler than this card. Like, he's such a sweet card, and then he has this journal, and he gains life. And he's a spell book with a gain life clause, so you pay 5 mana for the gain life. You can just have spell book and have the other effect. Because spell book costs 0 mana cost, but the gain life for each card. I don't know how relevant it is. I mean, in a 4-player game, it's a lot more relevant than a 2-headed giant / 1-player game. Mary's Guile, alright. Diviner's Wand. Whenever you draw a card, this creature gets +1/+1, gains flying. I haven't seen this card played much lately. I saw it a lot when I was playing Kiki-Jiki originally, and then it just kind of lost favor. People forgot about the card. As Commander's expanded, people don't know the older cards as much. People tend to know the like staples, like Consecrated Sphinx, Clones, Venser's Journal. They know like Beast Within, Garrick. Ooh, there's Garrick in the graveyard. Future Sight, Preordained, etc. So I've been talking a whole lot. Sorry about that, but we're going to play something on our turn. We can kill all of our opponent's creatures if we want to. I like all these. Yeah. Berserk, just give it a Berserk. Is that Trample? I guess Berserk because I don't know. Alright, draw another card. Ooh, draw Cage Sun. It is awesome, but it just seems like overkill at this point. So, he can't actually double up on his worm yet, so I'm not too worried about it. So we drew a Mana Crypt. Mana Crypt is a fair card, and we're drawing it. That's 7 mana, alright. Oh my god. Alright. Let us attack in the air. Not gonna block. We're not attacking the trample 5/5 guy. He does have his Ghost Coder in play. Let's condense a little bit. You've seen his hand. I could duplicate something, but I don't see that being necessary. I guess I could just duplicate Kami, just get rid of it. But now I can make a Heliod token. He's going to be a 3/2 cleric enchantment creature. Mirari's Wake. Right, doesn't attack with his worm. I'm suspecting now at this point Kami's gonna have a counter spell to leave up. Mirari's Wake is not a card you want to leave around the table. I could kill it, but if I kill his Mirari's Wake, I have to kill Tarrasco's enchantments. But I have to kill his enchantments and his creatures. Or my creatures, for that matter. Draw an answer. You're the one with, like, draw power, right? I'm working on it, Alright. I guess only the 4 cost or greater only kills his Prime Speaker, which gives him more Genesis. Yeah, it lets him recast. And get Genesis in the graveyard, so we might need to austere command. I don't like leaving Mirari's Wake. That's not. What's he gonna cast? I don't know. What's he gonna copy here? Maybe Azusa? There it is. Copy Azusa for no value. What did he just do? Did he just do that? I'm so confused. Did he put 2 land into play? Hold on. What's going on here? Cast Mirari's Wake. Clone. What? You know, Mirari and Miri seem very similar when you look at them. Alright, guys. So, for the next deck, it's probably going to be a 1v1 game. Let me know what 1v1 deck you want to see of the ones I have made. People give me mixed signals. I know this Google Plus thing is just really aggravating. I'm hoping Google relents on it because I really don't like my Google Plus. I have like 3 Google Plus pages somehow that are like disconnected from my YouTube account. So it's like a really confusing like conundrum I'm in with what to do. And also, Google Plus allows people to spam a lot of links, spam like images into the comment section. I feel like Google Plus happened because Google had hired web developers. They paid full-time salaries to like develop Google, so they made this Google Plus. People hated it, but they've been paying these people full-time salaries and benefits. They're like, well, basically, you need to make this work, and they've been making it work slowly, sort of. Reluctantly, and they spent all this money on this object which nobody likes, nobody wants, but change needs to happen because they've paid money, they paid these web developers, and what are they going to do? Just say like, oh, well, we just spent like, you know, $1 million+ on something that nobody wants. And they won't admit it, and they won't just relent on it because, you know, for the sake of change is happening, so. There are benefits to it, I'm sure, but for the most part, if you don't want a Google Plus account, you should not be forced to have one in order to comment on YouTube. That's my opinion. Berserking is getting berserk because I'm going to probably kill the big creatures, and he's going to do a ton of damage here. How much damage is he going to take now? 10 total damage. Alright. Ooh. The synergy. Oh my god. So many cards. So much card. Much card. Wow. If you guys get that, post a comment. If you don't, you'll see. Does he gonna cast his Venser's Journal now? I probably just cast Venser's Journal. Oh, it's already cast. Alright. The Explore. Ooh, Declaimer. He found it. Oh, yeah. He definitely Declaimer, right? Yes. I don't think Tarasco understands what I'm trying to secretly say to him. So he has this in his hand, really? Soramaro. Power tap is equal to number of cards in your hand. So it's like basically another Maro. Soramaro makes sense. Destroy Prime Speaker. Why is it not Declaimer? I forgot he don't discard. Oh, I have to play the game, guys. Tarasco's turn is over. Oops. I pressed the wrong button. Alright. Oh, Prime Speaker. Back in the hand, or back in the command zone. I can't keep track of this. Look, this is too much. I just can't. Alright, guys. So now we can do something. Ooh, we've got a Mind's Eye. We could kill his his Ghost Quarter. Don't think that's necessary. I don't think so. Well, now we can just kill this, this, and this. Seems good to me. Goodbye. You can have Azusa. Goodbye. Alright, we're getting pretty lucky here. Tarasco has a billion cards. All he does is Omniscience, which he probably doesn't play. I guess he's waiting for me to block, attack, and then... Yeah, I want to attack freely. Now we're going to play Mind's Eye. Sweet card. This is the way the mono white can draw cards, because mono white has a hard time drawing cards. They don't have like Wheel of Fortunes, they don't have Harmonize, they don't have Opportunities, they don't have anything of that nature. They don't even have like black has a ton of card draw. White has like literally no card draw, and Heliod is definitely a creature right now. So we're gonna attack and do a ton of damage. We're doing a lot of damage actually. Alright, attacking our opponent, doing a ton of damage. Now I want to click, 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 boom. Hopefully there's no Terminus off the top of our opponent's deck. That's one thing that'll get us pretty good. So mono I can't draw cards, and we cast Mind's Eye, so that's what we're doing. We're not gonna be able to make a 2/1 creature, which is fine with me. I think a card is worth a 2/1, Goblin Piker. So we're gonna deal with that. Tarasco's hand is just overbearing. So he can play his lands now. Wow, his card's so good. Phyrexian Rebirth. Alright. We lose our guys. It's fine. He has a 17/17. That's a lot of cards. A lot of power. Such power. Alright. We're gonna draw a card. Because we can. Well, you know, unless he like Cyclonic Rifts us here, I think we're in pretty good shape. 17/17 is going to get trampled to get through to Elspeth. I mean, we can literally just Hollow Burial if we need to. We can deal with that 17/17. If he's not interested in ghost coding us, Kami is not, and we're going to. Oh, we can't draw a card anymore. Sad. I guess we should have anticipated the Mole Drifter, waited, and then we could have drawn an extra card. But whatever, we didn't. So we lost a card, unfortunately. There's 9 cards in hand, so doesn't discard. Totally not. Trasco, I think he still has a land in hand. Yep, there he does. Man, look at this guy. Curse of the Swine. I'm surprised he's playing that. Sorry for the AIDS, people who have AIDS. I'm not going to make fun of AIDS, but if you haven't seen, he made an article, or part of his article, where he hated Curse of the Swine and said it was a bad card for Magic. And I agreed with it, but then it's in his deck. So, what's going on here? Does the deck really need Curse of the Swine? I don't think a Prime Speaker deck actually needs Curse of the Swine. You just want to overpower your opponents. It's more of a blue deck like this deck would actually benefit from Curse of the Swine because they don't have a lot of like actual removal. Their creatures aren't that big. You want to kill big creatures like 17/17s and other big creatures, and Curse of the Swine's a way you can deal with them, but I don't think Prime Speaker actually needs Curse of the Swine. I think Prime Speaker is so good that it doesn't really matter if you have a Curse of the Swine in your deck or not. So, what did he draw? Lightning. Oh, there's your Haste Enabler. Alright, so he's got Overbeing, he's got Lightning Greaves, he's got Oracle. I can't keep track of all these cards. I'm supposed to attack with this first, right? Make his guy not so small. Consecrated Sphinx is going to be so good. His deck is pretty good, pretty well tuned for a initial build of this deck. Why did he play that out? He could just attack. I mean, I'm not gonna. I don't know what he's doing, to be honest. So we'll see what happens. Honestly, I don't think we're gonna lose this game at this point. Elspeth on 7. We're gonna plus her one more time, at least. I like this card a lot. This card is very, very powerful. And if you know the background of Elspeth, it's actually from the unglued mount, or unglued, original unset unglued island. The full art island from Unglued has the art of that island in the background. But it's interesting that Elspeth's standing in front of an island. If you don't know what it is, I'm actually gonna pause and show you. So 1 second. So if you see this island here, Unglued, this is the island. You can see like the top, left, right island thing. You look at Elspeth, that's the island. If you look at the full art of this card, it actually shows it a lot better. There you have it. She's staying in front of an island for whatever reason. Okay, I can pawn by the Horde if you need it, but you can make tokens. Alright. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 planes. Luminarch Ascension, hit the battlefield. You can make 3 4/4s in 4 turns. Yeah, seems good. Oh, hold on. Get more tokens. Just get in there. 3 2s. What's up, 1717? What you got for us? Ooh, we can make more creatures. Let's do it. We're just going to draw a ton of cards here. He has no more lands in his hand out of 8 cards. He doesn't. So Mindstone's letting us draw cards. Heliod's letting us use our mana if we want to. Swiftfoot Boots could be a problem, but unless he has flyers, probably not. We have Rapid Hybridization. I have a Path to Exile as far as instant speed removal goes. So Grover the Guardian's one card that's been pretty good, I think, as far as a late game card. And it's one of the things that people like to say that, Rhys is definitely a better token deck. And I have this deck definitely more focused on tokens than originally. We probably don't want that to happen, or we just don't care. The thing is he can make doubles of this. I guess we don't care. That's fine, because he can just kill the token in response. Or I can kill the token. It just did nothing for 6 mana. Should probably attack, make me chump block with a token. Look at this cleric token, the stars, and shooting up a spear of Heliod into the sky. Hopefully he does not have a trample, but I don't think he does. And our Luminar Extension triggers. So we only need another turn, 2 turns to get it going. So that's our token. We have the Luminar Extension, we have Elspeth, we got Heliod. We had other things, but I don't know. I used to have the Honor of the Pure. What's the token making +1/+1 vigilance? The one that got banned from Block Constructed. I can't. Oh, what? I had it in my head for a split second. It disappeared. People play with Lingering Souls. That card. And that got banned. Lingering Souls. Cyclonic Rift. That card's my favorite card ever. My favorite card. No way. That's cool. This is what I like about those cards. Like 7 mana, blow your opponent out for casting spells. Alright, I'm just gonna do this. I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards extra in my hand. Yeah, that seems pretty cool. That's what the Kami decks tend to do. Is they want to just bounce all the crap to your hand. I don't feel like any of their creatures are a big threat, so there it goes. It's not an unmanageable amount of cards in my hand. Mostly casting. Just tapping out. Alright. He got me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're gonna have 7 cards actually be able to put Aven Mind Sensor back on the battlefield. Obviously he's not gonna use Genesis. This game's been going on for a while, 39 minutes. So we're going to make sure we have 7 planes so that our Myria of the Sky Rune triggers, puts on a creature. There's some Mistfield planes, actually. Yeah. Actually, just put Angel of Serenity on the battlefield if we want to. Should probably... we could do that. Oh, and Cyclonic Rift actually does put your opponent's... or put your partner's It doesn't affect your overload. Affects your partner is what I'm trying to say. So he's going to cast Overbeing, attach the Greaves to it. Then he's going to probably play his Venter's Journal. Yeah, I think the Cyclonic Rift was like a stopgap. Even then, like, this card is one of those... It's like a Prime Disputer. I just don't like this card. Pact Negation. How many mana does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. If I had a way to kill his lands more reliably, does he have? No. Well, there goes your turn. Well, his turn. I mean, he probably should have countered Venser's Journal. So that's what I was saying earlier. Is like Kami tends to load up with counter spells, acquires in the graveyard, and then bounce. They bounce your things, they counter them, they draw cards, and they just pretty much just take away your sanity and your patience level and just kill you that manner. But Cyclonic Rift's a card never really enjoyed playing with or against. Like my Grand Arbor deck doesn't play this. I think I play this in my mono blue Urtide deck. That's just to troll people, not because I think I'm like super trying to win. Because my Urtide deck isn't trying to win; it's trying to make people concede. The Urtide deck, is he not casting? Oh, he did cast it. Urtide deck is no Consecrated Sphinx. It has no like Jink attacks. Yes. I try to make it in a way that you don't actually win the game by attacking. Alright. So I'm going to wait with Aven Mind since I'm going to cast that first, because then I can Angel back Angel and kill their creatures if they actually manage to cast them. There's a method to the madness. Don't spleeve it. I should have cast a Mana Grip to do that, but I didn't. Instead of casting off this, that's my problem. Only 2, man. No big deal. Seems pretty good. So we're not in bad shape here. It costs 2 mana, so basically we screwed ourselves out of a 2-1. We should have cast Mana Crypt and cast the Cage Sun off Mana Crypt, Mage's Workshop, and the Ancient Tomb, but we didn't do that, so we made a mistake in that regards. And our Elspeth got reset. Basically, Elspeth did a whole lot of nothing for the most part, and he cast Rhys for 1 mana. I think he still has that mana. What is it called? He's just Rapid Hybridization this. No, I mean, if you just recast Rhys. Privileged position. Alright, whatever. Alright, that seems fine. Luminarch Ascension. So that's another problem with like this deck. Luminarch Ascension. We're playing against bounce heavy decks. Like I played against this deck with mono blue decks, is you tend to just play your threats out, and then you just get it has to have counters on it to be good, and if you get it bounced, it's pretty bad. But normally this card's pretty broken. Actually, not really. I think this card's a lot more balanced than you think. It makes you play pretty bad in order to stop it from activating, and I've definitely had that happen to me. Before, so we'll see what happens. Like, I don't know what I was playing. Someone played a Luminarch Ascension recently, and there was some sort of deck, and I just kept... Oh, it was a... Guy was playing, Daxos. I was playing Kiki-jiki. Is he getting back Pax Negation? I think he is. I was thinking he was playing Daxos. He was playing kind of a weird version of Daxos. What is he getting back? What did he do to me? What was I talking about? I completely forgot. Oh, was he bouncing my... I have no idea what I was talking about. Oh, he had Luminarch Ascension, and he had it on turn 2, and I had a slow hand. So I basically had a suicide kiki-jiki in his creatures and stuff. He stole one of my creatures with a... It's the creature, or it's the enchantment where you actually need to pay 1 in a blue in order to keep the... It's like a mind control, where you pay 1 in a blue every upkeep. 3 in a blue. Opponent quit. Apparently. GG. And, he ended up actually like doing the disconnect thing rather than conceding. It's kind of funny. But that was my Luminarch Ascension. I had really suicide my creatures in order to not let this trigger. And he was not a fan of that. He was like, "No, you can't win because you did X and Y to stop Luminarch." I was down to 0 cards in hand. I thought I was gonna lose that game, but the game was pretty good back and forth game, and then I kind of inched ahead, and then he didn't want to play anymore. It's kind of unfortunate. Alright, Zagana out there. 14 cards. Oh my god. I can't even look. I can't even look. Rancor, all these things are happening. Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, he's probably right to concede. Alright, he's taking it. Thanks guys for watching. Sorry, Tarasco could not be on the call. It was a fun game otherwise, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Check out his channel, Conqueror and Commander, and see you next time.